From $50 to $40 million, the biggest winning streak in the history of gambling. Subscribe. It was December 1992, a cold winter night in Las Vegas. The city of bright lights and endless possibilities was about to witness one of the most extraordinary stories in gambling history. This is the story of Archie Karas, a man with nothing but $50 in his pocket and a relentless drive to succeed. From the streets of Greece to the high-stakes tables of Las Vegas, Karas's journey is one of rags to riches and back to rags. This incredible tale is not just a legend, it's a true story that will surely stun you. So, was Karas truly capable of sustaining this incredible feat? Well, let's see what happens. Early life of Archie Karas. Archie Karas, born in Agiros, Karaborniotis on November 1st, 1950 in Greece, had a very challenging start in life. Growing up in a poor family, young Archie experienced significant hardships. His family struggled to make ends meet, and these early struggles instilled in him a relentless drive to succeed and a fearless approach to life. From a young age, Archie exhibited a natural aptitude for games and gambling. His first encounters with gambling came through shooting marbles, a common pastime among children in his neighborhood. Unlike others, Archie saw these games as opportunities to earn money for food and other necessities. This early exposure to risk and reward would later define his approach to gambling in life. By the age of 15, Archie had a falling out with his father, which led him to leave home. Seeking better prospects, he made a bold decision to travel to the United States. With little more than determination and a willingness to take risks, Archie set off to build a new life. His journey to America marked the beginning of a new chapter, one that would eventually lead him to the bright lights and casinos of Las Vegas. Upon arriving in the United States, Archie initially settled in Los Angeles. He took on various menial jobs to make a living, but it wasn't long before he found his way back to gambling. He discovered a talent for pool and began frequenting local pool halls. His skill with the cue stick quickly garnered attention, and Archie began to make a name for himself in the underground pools. These early days were crucial in honing his gambling skills and building the confidence that would later fuel his extraordinary run in Las Vegas. His proficiency in pool opened the door to the world of poker. He transitioned from pool halls to poker tables, where he found even greater success. The competitive nature of poker suited Archie well, and he quickly learned the intricacies of the game. His fearless playing style, coupled with a keen ability to read his opponents, made him a formidable player. Despite the ups and downs that are a part and parcel of a gambler's life, Archie's resilience and determination never wavered. And by the early 1990s, Archie Karas had become a well-known figure in the gambling community. Then, in December 1992, Archie Karas made a fateful decision to move to Las Vegas, a choice that would change his life forever. Arrival in Las Vegas. You see, Karas had already experienced numerous ups and downs in his gambling career by this point. Arriving in Las Vegas with only $50 in his pocket, Karas was driven by a relentless determination and an unwavering belief in his abilities. This decision marked the beginning of what would become the most extraordinary winning streak in gambling history. Upon his arrival in Las Vegas, Karas wasted no time in seeking out opportunities to turn his modest sum into something substantial. He managed to borrow $10,000 from a fellow gambler who trusted his skills. With this borrowed money, Karas headed straight to the poker tables. His first significant win came quickly, as he turned $10,000 into $30,000 within hours. This initial success was just the beginning of an incredible run that would see Karas dominate the high-stakes poker scene. Karas's early successes in Las Vegas were marked by his fearless playing style and his ability to read his opponents. He took on some of the biggest names in poker, including legends like Stu Unger and Chip Reese. Karas's confidence and skill were evident in every game he played, and he quickly built a reputation as a formidable opponent. Beyond poker, Karas ventured into dice games, particularly craps, where his high-risk betting paid off spectacularly. His strategy in dice games was similar to his approach in poker, aggressive and fearless. Karas would place large bets, often risking millions of dollars on a single roll. His massive win in dice games and his poker successes helped him amass his incredible fortune reaching a peak of $40 million. But the streak had to come to an end. The downfall, losing the fortune. After an unprecedented winning streak that saw him turn $50 into $40 million, Karas' fortune began to reverse in 1995. This period marked the beginning of his losing streak, which would ultimately see him lose the entire fortune he had amassed. The downfall began with a series of significant losses in high-stake games. His aggressive betting strategy, which had previously brought him in immense success, now started to work against him. The first major blow came at the crap tables, where he lost $11 million. This staggering loss was followed by another $2 million defeat to Chip Reese, who was another renowned poker player. As Karas continued to gamble, the losses mounted. He turned to baccarat, hoping to recover his dwindling fortune. But this move only exacerbated the situation. Baccarat, a game of chance with high stakes, dealt the most significant blow to his finances. He lost $17 million at the baccarat tables, a loss that severely dented his remaining fortune. The psychological impact of these massive losses began to take its toll on Karas. The confidence that once fueled his success was now overshadowed by a growing sense of desperation. Despite the mounting losses, he continued to gamble, hoping to recapture the magic of his winning streak. However, the psychological pressure of losing the vast sums of money affected his decision-making. The fearless and aggressive betting that had once been his hallmark now seemed reckless, leading to further losses. His ability to maintain his composure under pressure began to wane, and the psychological toll of his losses became increasingly apparent. The end of Karas' betting career came abruptly, and over a period of just 3 weeks, he lost the majority of his $40 million fortune. The rapid pace of these losses was shocking even to those who had followed his career closely, and by the time the dust settled, Karas was left with only a fraction of his once vast fortune. The man who had turned $50 into $40 million now found himself nearly broke. Having lost his entire $40 million fortune, Karas faced a period of reflection and attempted to rebuild his life. However, his subsequent years were marked by a series of struggles and controversies that defined his life. Post-streak life. As the years went by, Karas' attempts to stage a comeback were met with limited success, and his financial situation remained shaky. He had no longer the same aura of invincibility that characterized his peak years, and this impacted his ability to attract backers and supporters. In addition to his struggles at the gambling tables, Karas also faced legal issues that further complicated his life. In 2013, he was arrested for cheating at a San Diego casino. Karas was accused of marking cards during a blackjack game, a charge that he denied but was ultimately convicted of. This incident tarnished his reputation and led to a prison sentence. But despite these setbacks, Karas' legacy in the gambling world remains significant. His story of turning $50 into $40 million continues to inspire and captivate many in different ways. Lessons learned from Archie Karas' story. You see, Archie Karas' remarkable journey from a few dollars to millions and back to nothing offers numerous lessons in life. And one of the most critical lessons from Karas' story is the importance of risk management in gambling. Karas exhibited a fearless approach during his winning streak, often placing enormous bets without hesitation. While this strategy brought him immense success initially, it ultimately contributed to his downfall. Effective risk management involves knowing when to bet big and when to walk away. It requires a disciplined approach to bankroll management, ensuring that the few losses don't deplete one's funds. Karas' inability to manage his risk effectively is a cautionary tale, highlighting that even the most skilled gamblers can lose everything if they don't manage their risk appropriately. His story also highlights the delicate balance between luck and the skill of gambling. While his skills in poker and dice games were undoubtedly significant, luck played an equally crucial role in his success and subsequent downfall. During his winning streak, Karas managed to consistently outplay his opponents, demonstrating his deep understanding of the game and his strategic insight. However, the same luck that favored him during his rise turned against him, leading to massive losses. This balance underscores that even the most skilled players can be at the mercy of luck, and it's essential to acknowledge and respect this element in gambling. The psychological aspects of winning and losing are another critical component of Karas' story. Karas' confidence and aggressive betting style were the key to his success during his winning streak. He was able to maintain his composure under pressure, and intimidate his opponents, leveraging psychological tactics to his advantage. However, as his losses mounted, the psychological pressure began to take its toll. The stress of losing large sums of money can affect decision-making, leading to further losses in a downward spiral. Karas's experience illustrates the importance of maintaining psychological resilience and emotional control during winning and losing streaks. Sustainable gambling involves setting a budget, knowing when to stop, and not chasing losses. Karas's aggressive approach, while initially successful, was not sustainable in the long run. His eventual downfall was a result of not adhering to these principles, showing that sustainable gambling is crucial for long-term success and financial health. In addition to these technical aspects, Karas's story also offers broader life lessons. It emphasizes the importance of humility and the dangers of overconfidence. Karas's rise made him a legend, but his inability to manage his success and adjust his strategies led to his downfall. Humility in success and a realistic assessment of one's limitations are crucial, not just in gambling, but in all aspects of life. So, I hope you learned something. Now, what do you think about Archie Karas' incredible journey? Can you imagine turning $50 into $40 million only to lose it all again? Share your thoughts in comments below. Also, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one.